Ray Brune has found a way to use art that's created by AI to help overcome pain from the past.
He has had a very successful adult life and a flourishing career in television, but his harrowing childhood was something that he just couldn't shake. In his new book, The Art of Being Bullied, Reframing Trauma One Masterpiece at a Time, he lays out this unique and visual method of coping with painful memories, and he joins us this morning. Ray, good morning.
Good morning. It is so great to be with you guys.
Well, for viewers who don't know, you were the executive producer of our sister station, KTLA, and you guys were like our big brothers and sisters who kind of maybe showed us the way a little bit and gave us some coaching on the side. So for that, we thank you.
You guys took it to a whole new level. It's amazing.
Well, how long, tell us, you know, when you're in this business, everyone's used to being criticized. Everyone's used to someone being on their back about everything. But it goes way back for you. I mean, I didn't realize there was trauma long back from your childhood.
Yeah, I was bullied as a grade school kid and a high school kid. I mean, it was vicious.
Why?
Well, for 3 reasons. Because I have red hair and freckles.
Really?
Because I have this right brain rain thing going on in my head, which is very creative, and so I think visually.
Yeah.
So when I translate what I'm saying, sometimes it doesn't translate properly, and people think I'm aloof or odd, just because I mistranslate what I'm thinking, and because they figured out that I was gay before I did.
And sometimes it's for no reason at all. As you probably after talking to people, right? It's just sometimes you get in this loop. And tell us how that affected the rest of your life. Because you're successful.
I have a dual self-image. I really do.
Yeah.
The TV part, I'm fine. I'm top of my game. I'm 100%. I can do whatever I need to do. I can produce whatever I need to do. Like I was saying to you during the break, I ache watching you guys because you are so good. And it's like, oh my God, I wish I could produce a show like this. Then on the other side, you know, I socially isolate. I want to be alone all the time. I don't want to go anywhere. It's something that I've been working on for a long time, and I'm slowly making that adjustment by seeing my past in a whole different perspective.
So give us an example. Let's throw up one of these AI images to show what it is that you're doing here and how it works for people at home. So let's talk about this one.
When I was in 3rd grade, a friend of mine, Warren, who lived right across the street, would always walk to school with me. One day, he stopped walking with me. He just stopped. I saw him way ahead of me. I yelled, "Warren, what's going on?" Just kept going. He was abandoning me because he didn't want to be bullied like I was. He wanted to distance himself from me because that's what happens with kids. If you're around bullies and they're bullying you, you stay away from it. You don't want it yourself.
And so this kind of helps you work through it, creating these AI images.
Yes, exactly.
That remember these times. The next one is called Confronted. Talk about this.
Oh, this is when, this was a weekend. On a Friday, I had heard a rumor that I was going to be beaten up on Monday. So all weekend long, I was terrified. I went into all these mental states trying to figure out what to do, how to protect myself. I get to school, and it was all a rumor. He didn't come anywhere near me. But the image is, you know, something, how can I beat that up? You know what I mean? It's like, there's no way. That's how I feel in those situations.
And this is Purple Predators. So maybe you can tell us that story and explain, is it the creating art helps you put this to rest or helps you understand it? Or
it's the seeing it. When this picture came up, I was like, oh my God, that's it. Because I'm the redheaded kid. I went to a school where the school colors were purple. So my freshman year in high school was the worst because it was just awful because it was an all-boys school. The testosterone was going crazy with everyone, and everyone had to prove themselves. And so I looked at this picture and said, oh, that's me being attacked, about to be attacked by bullies.
So what advice do you have for kids and or their parents if they are being bullied at school?
My book says I'm not an expert on stopping bullying, but my advice is teach your kids how to protect themselves. Teach your kids how to take a punch, and teach your kids that, you know, you don't want to be fighting, you don't want to be stirring things up, but if somebody's pushing you and really, you know, I'm thinking if I punched somebody in 3rd grade, I wouldn't be here today in that situation because my whole life would have been changed.
It's fascinating for someone with so much success. You can just tell just talking to you, this is still it's so painful for you. It comes out in your voice. And tell people how it manifested when you're driving down the road one time when you thought this was all in your past. Talk about how this all came up again.
I was driving down Hollywood Boulevard to donate some computers to Hollywood High School because I was done with them. I was about to pull in, to turn to the right, pull in, and my brain just went nuts, and it made me go like this, and I steered over there right into oncoming traffic. And I finally got out of the car and sat on the curbs like, what was that? And it was my brain telling me, high school is a dangerous place for you. Don't go there. You can't go in there because of all the horrible things that have happened to you in the past. Yeah. So that's...
And that's all these years later.
That was when I was 37 years old.
Right.
And it was the first time anything like that happened.
And I know you're not a psychologist, but it's something that I guess that maybe that doesn't get talked about a lot in the context of bullying, is that not only is there the bullying, but then there's the post-traumatic stress disorder. Is that what it is? And
that was complex.
Have you been able to process that with an expert, or do you just...
That's when I started taking, the antidepressants and going to a lot of more therapy. The antidepressants keep me stabilized, but they just didn't help me like these pictures did. These pictures are like, oh my God, that's me, that's me. It's just a whole different world.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. If you want to follow Ray Brune, you can. It's rightbrainrain.com, and you can follow him on all the socials. And the book is The Art of Being Bullied. Thanks for sharing your story, Ray, and thanks for finally coming in over here. We've talked about you to you from a distance over at KTLA for many years, so thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Ray.